talk about is time sensitive. Now let's go into the Q&A and we'll go at least 30 minutes and I'll answer all your questions from there. All right. Terrence says, bonk doing bonk things. Bonk doing bonk things. Doing. Bonk doing bonk things. I remember talking about bonk when it was in the 300s. Hey, Robert. When it was like the 300s. And I was like, yeah, I think it's going to do well because it's backed by Solana. It's a dog coin. People seem to love it. And then you get all these people that got an airdrop. So yeah, here we go. Nirvana Bug, why is ETH lagging so much? I mean, you saw this last cycle. It kind of lags a little bit and then it kind of catches up as time goes on. But some people, like I know some people say it's dead. But remember, there's a reason why institutions have chosen it to run some things on it. It's because it's battle tested. And these institutions, they don't like get behind the fastest technology, right? They're not coming in and going, you know what we need for our trillion assets under management? We need tomato coin. We need tomato coin to make sure because it's super fast. And we know it hasn't been tested, but we'll be okay if it breaks. I'm sure no one will mind if we do a bridge and everything gets lost. That just sounded ridiculous. So they go for the battle tested ones. But I will say, I mean, PayPal did chose 2 for their stable coin, Ethereum and Solana. So that was it. So yeah. Oh, there's a legend in the Cardano with Paul's here. Hey, buddy. No kidding. I've been rambling so much about Cardano and other stuff. I didn't even see that. Let's hope it's not 100,000 because I got to go jump in the pool. Golly, look at that. Is anybody nervous when it gets this high? I get nervous. I mean, I'm excited. It's an excited nerve energy, but you know, at some points, some of these altcoins, they got to get axed. They got to get sold. Oh man. Dogecoin is up another 11% in 24 hours. I have an idea why that is. Probably because Elon Musk just put this out like, I don't know, 4 hours, 6 hours ago. Leave it to Elon to pump my bags. I appreciate him a lot. Let's see. Grand Scanator, thanks for sticking by. I appreciate you. Yeah. Have you tried Mill? Trader Joe's meme coin launcher. Trader Joe is a decentralized exchange over on Avalanche. I've used it before. I haven't used Mill coin launcher and fee share mechanic. People can stake their meme tokens to get fees. That's crazy. I don't know. All-time high Bitcoin. Sweet. Peppa says, I just spent 2.1 Solana on the Secret Phone pre-order. You know, if you would have bought Solana at like its lows of the cycle, that would have been like 20 bucks, $9 a piece. ETH gas fees are a drag. I think that's why, like with institutions, they don't care if they got to pay $100 to move things around. They're like, really, I can move that much around? But some people say, no, they're really cheap. But I don't think that's true. Fango or Feng Shui Onjitsu. Rob, I started to withdraw most of my crypto off exchanges to a cold storage area. That's great. That's all I could ask for. Just don't keep it on. You're doing great, buddy. Just don't keep it on exchanges. We all learned our lesson with the Celsius and the Voyagers and the BlockFis and the FTXs. So good job. Edward Fox, will we be able to get a list of the US crypto products would be helpful? Yeah, it would. I know well, we know Ripple is going to be it, right? And maybe, well, Cardano, Ripple, HBAR, Hedera, and whatever that Constellation one, which I found interesting. But yeah, I'll see what I can do, and I'll post it in X. AAA Cat is the play on Sui memes. Yeah. Oh, John Davies. Rob, time to update your backdrop graphics when you share your screen. You've got Mel flowing in the background. No, I'm going to leave that. See that right there? That M right there? That's Meld. And Meld was essentially a DeFi project that is going to go under on December 31st. And I'm going to leave it there as a reminder to everybody, because I could take it off and I could just kind of pretend it didn't happen, but it happened. And it's a project that did the right things, tried to build, and then their investors essentially pulled out and they couldn't get new investors, and it's going to go under. And I'm going to keep that up there as a reminder for every single person that comes here. And hopefully I got people like John who know what that is. And I can remind them that these crypto projects that you're investing into, they are projects. And I know people don't want to say this, but they are a business. And businesses fail. So when you're thinking to yourself that this project is definitely going to the moon, it's never going to go down, I want you to remember MELD, and I want you to remember this right here, because things can collapse at any time. And if you don't think it's true, I've got 1,000 different cryptos I can talk about that have already failed and will never reach their pinnacle. So yeah, that's the one. I never wanted to buy meme coins. Look at the yearly return of meme coins against Bitcoin. Utility doesn't seem important. Exactly. I mean, look, like even in my Roth IRA, I've got 4 meme coins: Dog with Hat, Doge, Pepe, and something else. And they're outperforming. They outperform gold. They outperform silver. Right now, they're outperforming Solana, outperforming SWE. It is what it is. Now I'm going to be selling those from within my Roth IRA, and it's tax-free, and I'm just going to roll it right into Bitcoin. Yeah. My heart pumps a bit when it gets this. Me too. Most alts still lagging. True. But man, Bitcoin's done such a great job. I mean, even before 2025, I hate to say we're ahead, because we're not ahead. Let me show you something. I'm just going to steal some information. Ben won't mind unless one of you guys rats me out. Let's see. Crypto, ROI. ROI after cycle bottom. Let's get rid of these 2 cycles. What this is from the time of the absolute low to the absolute high. Actually, I'm going to take out cycle 3 and 4. We talked about this many times. But this is Bitcoin. Bitcoin bottomed on November 10th, 2022. Bad times. I think FTX had just collapsed. And we saw everything just, I know it was in 2022. I can't remember if it was October, November, but everything was just down the dumps. And then FTX, we found out that that was essentially being a scam. So Bitcoin bottomed here. And from there, it didn't go below that price point. But here's the ROI. If you would have bought on November 10th, 2022, which some of you did, you would be at a return on investment of pretty good, 5.7x. 5x. Now let's put in market cycle 4 and market cycle 3. And what do you notice? Let me blow this up so you can see it. I guess we're right in the middle. Not too bad. So it's not like we're actually above market cycle 3. That's interesting. Yeah, hold on. Let me make sure I'm looking at this right. Okay, I am looking at this right. So market cycle 3, you remember, was from 2015. 2016 October to 2017. And we can see that we're a little bit ahead. 5.7 to 5.12, not a big deal. And then market cycle 4, which one we just went through, we're actually below that. So I know people will say, well, you know, this one's we're way ahead. Not really. It's 5.5, and gosh, market cycle 4, we're at 7x almost at this, or 7.14x. So still doing great though. I'll take it. Nervous energy, the unknown of a new all-time high. Yes. Staking my tomato coin. Yeah. You know, my question is for everybody is, how many of your friends and family made fun of you for buying Bitcoin? Like, oh, you're one of those, you know, you're one of those people that like crypto. Does that feel good? Not to say I told you so, but just to feel like you can actually exhale and go, "Ooh, that's good. It didn't go to zero like Dan Pena said it was going to. That's awesome." Or Peter Zihan saying it's going to go from 16,000 and it's going to lose 17,000 somehow. I don't know how the math works on that. But yeah, it feels pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, and all you had to do is just stick around. It's like the army. Just show up with the right uniform and you get promoted. What do you think of peak? I heard you and guys talking about NFL Live. I don't have any opinions on it, but I know behind the scenes, me and Guy talked about it. He said it's going to do really well. I don't know. I mean, I will defer to them on research. They got a great team over there. Yeah, Stellar. That's it, Stellar. Which of course they have a nice history. Yeah, Meld did melt. The meltdown. Ed says it's true. Meld could still get bought. Would be great. Awesome product just died to the lack of interest. That's the thing. And that's why, just so everybody knows, and I'm transparent, I'm going to be pushing World Mobile for their cell plans, the cell phone plans. Because look, it's great that we invest, and it's great that we put our money where our mouth is and everything else. Now we actually got to use this stuff, right? So we got to use what it was intended for. And for me, first of all, have you ever heard of a SIM swap attack? I'm sure you have, right? So the reason why that happens, according to Mickey and a host of other people, is because it's pretty much an inside job in Verizon or T-Mobile or something else. The security shouldn't lack that much. And then what they're going to do is, because they're going to put their own people in place, there's no third parties, they're going to give you SIM swap insurance if you cross over. So I'm like, well, that's just one part. I'm going to figure it out what he's talking about today in another 45 minutes. But yeah, I'm going to be asking you to switch your phone plan over if you're in the United States. So just be aware. That's what I'm going to be doing. Yeah. You had to give up on your pool green screen as we approach 100K. I mean, I can still put it in. Don't you worry. I'll do it right now. I'll do it right now. Look at that. And we're back. Just like where we used to be. This brings back memories, right? Looks so real. I'm just going to do it for the rest of this time. Oh, yeah. If that needs a reminder of how bad coins can get, just take a look at Terra Luna's chart. Or EOS. You know, EOS is always there. 1,000 failed projects. I earned $20 from Luna Classic. Man, I tip my hat to those guys. They really tried to make that work, but come on. Rob, by the way, congrats. Is there really an EOS pump? I was just kidding. Oh, well, first of all, they changed their logo. That might help. Someone remembers. Up 53% in 14 days. Well, great. Now I get to dump on all these newbies that are in here buying EOS. Should have took profits. Should have taken profits. How are we doing over a year, though? That's more like it. How about max out? Yeah, that's the chart I know and love. See, we're right here. We're right here on EOS, where everybody celebrates. You almost got me, Ed. But yeah, this little pump, this could put me and Beardy over the top. Hold on, there we go. It's much better. Bye. PR Crypto, Rob, when you sell 80% of crypto and roll into Bitcoin, you're going to wait a year to reinvest in the bottom or DCA. Let's take a look at some of the charts and the indicators and kind of go from there. I know historically speaking, it always does the same thing, right? Halving, all-time high, dip, reset, goes flat. Halving, all-time high, dip, reset. And it takes about a year. But, we'll see. I know that the thing about investing, especially in assets, is you're never going to get out. It's like with real estate. If there's some great deal that comes through right now, I will probably be into it. Like, oh, that's how much it is? Sounds pretty good. Same thing with Bitcoin and some different digital assets. You're going to get out, you're going to sell, and then you're going to hear about some new project like, that looks pretty good. Before you know it, you're buying again. So congratulations. You've come into a place where you can never leave. It's like Hotel California. Let's see. Me too. My daughter tried her best to persuade me. I called it stupid. Arsenal sucks. Says I'm not going to go on until Trump is officially in. Sounds good. You can do that. Whatever you want to do. Sometimes, like some people will say, like, Rob, should I sell now? Should I buy now? And I'm like, sometimes it's just good just to sometimes do nothing. Don't sell, don't buy, just sit, see what's going to happen. Then you just sit around and all of a sudden you're like, I'm up 400%. It's pretty great. Something wrong with those fans are just stuck there. It's because I didn't turn on the advanced green screen options. That's why. I'm going to jump in the wall on okay. I have a plan. Here we go. Lord says, Rob, with Polkadot's Parathread idea in the books, Cardano was doing a partner chain model. Do you think the industry is finally ready for this idea? Sure. I know Charles was talking a lot about Midnight and their partnership and how essentially you're going to have a privacy layer on top of Bitcoin. And I was like, tell me more. So like with this one, I'm like, okay, I can see where it goes. And if that confuses you, don't worry about it. Maybe just think about buying a little Cardano and figuring out later. That's why sometimes when I like to actually like to buy things a little bit, so it forces me to like say, what did I just buy? I know people are just laughing, but it actually has worked pretty well on some accounts, but I'm not going to make it all the time. What? No way. Hold on real quick. I have to do something. So also, any questions you got, put those in the... There we go. I'll put those in the comments. Great. Echo, congratulations. Let's see. Yeah, Moonwalker. Not hearing many influencers on YouTubers talking about mantra. I like it that way. I don't even know. I saw it went up like 123% or something like that. And I don't even know what it is. But if you're holding mantra, congratulations. Smoking chicken fish on Sol. There's all different stuff. Echo says, did people get their money back from Voyager? I got my last bit from Celsius. It was sent to Coinbase. For Voyager, I think we got around, correct me if I'm wrong, like around 60% of the valuation was kind of messed up. But we got some back, and that's about it. We weren't made 100% whole. Voyager did a dumb thing, and now here we are. But we're not going to fall for that again because we know to never leave things on exchanges and never trust anybody. But as far as I know, it's like around 60% is what I got back. I don't know everybody else out there. Wow, Mantra ran up 7,000% in a year. Let's see. I think I was looking at like the 24-hour. Yeah, look at that. It wasn't that 7,000. It was actually, in 1 year, it was 17,479%. So congratulations to everybody. Mantra chain. Real world assets, layer 1 blockchain. Someone said it was layer 2. They were wrong. Interesting. And let's see. Circulating supply is roughly half of the total. Trading volume was $500 million. Market cap $3 billion. Tokenomics, not here. Yeah. 7 days looking good. 1 month looking good. Oof, look at that 1 month. I think all the action just happened. Shoo. Interesting. Somebody knows something. Congratulations, everybody. When you say you're selling 8% of crypto, does it include Bitcoin? It does not. I'm going to sell 50 to 80%. 50 to 80%. So I will be selling Bitcoin. I know people say it's dumb, but we'll see. In the long run, it's going to hurt because I know that even if I sell it, like let's say that my prediction is right. I think that Bitcoin's going to go from somewhere between 50 and 500,000. So somewhere in between there. What if it tops out at 500,000? I sell, half of my Bitcoin. If it goes to 500,000, at some point it's going to go to 1.5 million, 2 million. Or if we go with Michael Saylor's assessment, it'll be at $13 million in 21 years. So even if I sell it at $500,000, I'm like, wow, I just missed out on $12.5 million if I just would have waited another 20 years. It's just one of those things. So, but at some point you got to think to yourself, what am I doing here? Rob, what do you think is the best way to ride the AI wave long term? No degen stuff? Take a look at Aether, AETHIR, because you need GPU and compute power. It's just how it is. There's a video I did. Digital asset news, AETHIR. This is on my second channel, Dan Degen. That's one way. Also, Render's a pretty good project. Let's go to, because again, compute power. There we go. So like if you go to CoinGecko or CoinMarketCap, you can just pull up their categories. Oh, great. So I own Near and Internet and Render. That's a good one. Artificial Superintelligence, Akash, Arkham, a lot of them. IONet. So how I would play it is this, is because these are very unproven, especially as we start going down this list. What you really want to start to think to yourself is this, is, okay, are these going to be around for the next 20 years? Yes or no? If it's no, then you want to do that assessment I was showing you, this half and half. So get in there. When your money doubles, take half of it out. Now you don't have any risk. When it doubles again, then you take that half out. And now you've got profits. When it doubles again, so on and so far down the road. And the reason I say this is because the ones that truly make it, like Ethereum, if you would have done that with Ethereum and bought it at 10 cents, and then it doubles for whatever you put in, even if you waited until now, even if you did like a couple of 2Xs, you'd be up like millions of dollars. So it wouldn't really matter. So to me, look at those ones I just talked about and then kind of make your decision from there, and then always do that half and half with AI, because who's going to make it? Yeah, it's the darling that Solana has become. IONet. No degen stuff. I got enough degens and memecoin stuff. Tesla's a good play. And then we're talking about VeChain and Vet. And then lastly, William said, Ondo should do well. And Ondo is actually had like a little bit of a pump recently. Another real world asset. So look, that's it for today. Coming up on an hour, I got to get out of here. So everybody, on your way out, if you can do me a favor, just hit the like and subscribe. But that's it for this one. like today's video, do all that great stuff, and I will see you guys on the next one tomorrow. Have a great rest of the day. Adios.